The very first thing you will learn when you buy a Minitruck is your brain is geared to get on the left side of the car and drive. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to go in that door right there to drive this thing. Well, it doesn't work that way because these are right-hand drive because they come from overseas. Pretty cool little thing. I've wanted one for a while, and just it's hard to find one that's in really good shape. This one's got a few nicks and dings and stuff. They pretty much all do, but this one's actually in really good shape. This is a, still got the sticker over here, I think it's a 1991. You can see that there. This was on it, I just left it. Got some cool Japanese stuff, I don't know what it is, but it's all original from what I can tell. And this is a 1991, I don't know how you said that word, Daihatsu Hijet. It's got 25,510 kilometers, which is 15,851 miles. Really good shape, and it's got all the normal stuff that you would need to pass an inspection. Headlights, turn signals, working windshield wipers, rearview mirrors, side mirrors, and it does have a rearview mirror in the windshield. And it's got 14-inch wheels, I think they are. It's got a backup light, just one, and it has tail lights and turn signals here. It's got a spare tire. That's about it. But it's got all the same stuff as a regular car. It's actually pretty neat. It's got headlights, high and low. It's got a 4-speed, I think it is. I've never had it in 4th gear. 4-speed with a reverse, and yes, it's actually patterned like you're sitting over here in an American car. So it's patterned that way, so it's backwards from where you'd think it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 and work your way over to reverse, but it's not. Parking brake, 4-wheel drive, high and low. Some of these have locking differentials. This one does not. Those are a little bit more valuable and harder to find, but they've got like a push button. I want to say they're on the dash somewhere, but this has it's got a radio, and it only plays like one station. It's like Hispanic radio or something. It's got heat. I don't know if it's got AC. I don't think it does, but so it is a manual. And the only bad part about this that I don't like, and it may persuade me to sell in the future and get a side-by-side or something. When I was actually looking at buying this, the guy that had it had a Kubota, and that's kind of what I was looking for, because I bought this for the business to use, and he also had a Kubota RTV. I'm not looking for a side-by-side. I'm looking for more of like an RTV diesel or something, because I was planning on putting a little welding rig in the back, and that's kind of why we bought it, to do, you know, on-site jobs, stuff like that. 4-wheel drive, get into small areas. But this thing is really cool. It's actually got these fold down sides, so these 3 sides actually fold all the way down. This one's got a little headache rack here. Some of them have it, some of them don't. And but we got a few plans for it. But the first thing I want to do is build a bumper for it, so I can put a hitch back here. It doesn't have anything. It's the only bad thing. And I want to take it to the house and hook my log splitter up so I can split wood around the house and stuff like that. But let me show you how these sides fold down. So this is the coolest part to me, because my plan was, this thing, I don't know how big it is, man. Let me just get in this thing. I'm 6 foot, 225 pounds. And my big ass fits in here. This bed is almost exactly 6 feet. Actually, it's a little bit longer, because like I said, I'm 6'1". Move these cones out. And it fits just fine. It's like a coffin. You can fit like 4 people in here. It's the only good thing about this, when I was looking at it, the RTVs, whew, that bed's, I think the Kubota I was looking at, the guy had, I bet it was like that. I bet it wasn't, maybe 4 foot. I'm sure you can get the dimensions online, but so all you do is you got these little handles. You pull that one, pull this one up here, and your bed folds down.
It's got these safety chains here, but this folds completely all the way down. And you have a freaking flatbed. Some of these have dump beds on them. They also have a dump bed conversion you can put on these. And I'm not really interested in that, but man, this thing's like, I mean, you have like a dance party or something up in here. You can load stuff up on here. You can use them on the farm. The guy that I bought it from actually has a farm, and he would throw bags of feed and go feed his cows and all kind of stuff. But what I was planning on doing was putting like a little welding skid with a portable, my mobile welder here, a little toolbox and some stuff, a work area back here, and but yeah, it's pretty neat. So the payload, that was one of the things, because most of my welders, the portable engine-driven welders I got, are around 500 to 700 pounds. And I kept reading and looking, and it said the payload capacity on this one, or on these Minitrucks, was about 700 pounds. And so it kind of concerned me a little bit, but I went ahead and pulled the trigger on this because it was so much cheaper than like a Kubota RTV. It was, you know, half the price of that. And I read a lot of stuff that said you could put, you know, like I said, they're rated for like 700 side-by-sides, RTVs, stuff like that. They're rated for, I want to say 1,000 or 1,200 pounds. It's quite a bit more, but I read a lot of stuff forums, and a lot of guys were saying, man, they put 1,000 pounds on these, no problem. And if you look at the darn shocks and stuff on these things, I mean, the springs, you'll see that like they're actually like truck springs. I mean, they're, you know, they're no different. You got your shackles and your leaf springs here, just like a normal vehicle. So like I said, I mean, that's over in, you know, Japan and Asian area, you know, places like that. This is what they use. And I don't know what kind of gas mileage they get. They must be pretty good, but it's like a little 3-cylinder gas motor. But that's the bed, and they turn really good. They got a sharp turning radius, and there's literally like nothing sticking out. Your feet are like right there. So it's a pretty cool little thing. The one and only downfall, I started about this earlier and got sidetracked, but for me, 6'1", 225, it is a royal pain to get in this thing. I literally have to slide one leg over here and then get in, and man, I look like, yeah, you know what I look like sitting in that thing. It's pretty tough. It's definitely made for like 5'3.5", 127 pound Asian people. Not knocking Asian people, I'm just saying, like, I'm big, I don't fit. So that's the only downfall to it that I've seen so far. When I test drove it, you know, the guy's farm, man, we two-wheel drive, it'll go anywhere. You put that thing in four-wheel drive and low, and that puppy's gonna crawl anywhere. But like I said, I want to put a hitch on the back, so I'm gonna make a bumper. You'll have to kind of watch and keep up, because that's gonna be my next video for it, for the Minitruck Adventures is what it's gonna be called. I'm gonna come off the frame and come straight across there with a plate, and I'm gonna weld a piece of square tubing on it so I can slide a reese hitch in it, and maybe make some attachments for some other stuff. But I've also been looking at a little lift kit, because I want to put, I'm not putting massive tires at all, that's not what I'm into, but I do want something more aggressive, just because these things are, I mean, like golf cart tires or something. So I'm gonna get some, they make a little kit. There's actually a couple companies online that make different stuff for these. Man, they got roof racks and all kinds of stuff, but we're a fab shop, I can do that. So I do want to make a little lift kit, and basically what it does, I think it's like it's more than just a leveling kit. I want to say it's like a 2-inch lift kit, because I want to run, I can't remember the dang size of the tire, but I've looked them up, because this is like a 14-inch wheel. They're like 4-wheeler tires pretty much, and they're not cheap. They're proud of those suckers, but it'll be more aggressive. It's not much bigger, but because of the tread depth on them, they're not mud tires or anything. They're like an all-terrain kind of looking tire, but you know, just wanted something a little more aggressive. So anyway, it's pretty cool, and hopefully soon, I don't know, North Carolina's got this thing in Congress right now. They're trying to legalize RTVs and side-by-sides to drive on the road. You can get a registration for them. So I've heard you can for these when I researched them and started looking at them months and months ago. I've heard people say you can get registrations and titles and all kinds of stuff for them and put them on the road with a tag, but I've never seen one on the road. I'd be a little scared to drive it because you get hit by something and, well, you have nothing to protect you. So anyway, if you own one of these and got any cool stories or something, I know there's some squads that run around and do some backwood mini trucking and stuff. Can't do much of that with these stock tires on it, but I don't know, it's pretty cool. We'll see what we can get into and make some cool videos, because like I said, we got the bumper to put on the back. See what we're going to do with the little rig, and maybe even put like a ladder rack on the rig, on that skid that I'm going to set in there. Do the lift kit and the tires, and maybe even do a front bumper or something for it. And then I'm working on a wrap to make it a little more patriotic. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll see you on the next video.